OU, which stands for Organizational Units, are simply like a directory that has different objects. Objects could be user groups, computers, shared folders, printers, also other OUs can be located inside an OU. The difference between OU and container: at the OU level we can link a GPO, group policy object. Also I can assign or delegate a user to manage an OU. We are going to create two users, two OUs, and create some objects inside these OUs. We are going to delegate some permissions at the OU level and view and test the delegations. We'll go to the Active Directory and create the users. Assistant 1 and Assistant 2. Okay, and then create the OU at the domain level. We can see that OU icon is different than the container icon. Okay, at the domain level we'll create two OUs. The first one is marketing and the second one is finance. Create some objects, for example a group. Finance. Okay, global group of type security. Okay, and for example user 1. Okay, then we are going to delegate permission. We are going to give Assistant 1 the ability to create, delete and manage user account on the finance OU. So on the finance OU I'm going to right click the OU and click on delegate control. Next, Assist 1, check names. Okay, I'm going to select Assistant 1. Okay, next I want this user to be able to create, delete and manage user accounts, so I'll check this checkbox, click on next, then finish. Okay, next step is to delegate permission for Assistant 1 to create, delete and manage groups on marketing OU. Okay, same steps on marketing OU. Delegate control. Okay, next add. Okay, next I want him to be able to create, delete and manage groups, so I'll check this checkbox. Next, finish. Okay, third point is to delegate permission for Assistant 2 now to reset user password and force password log on. Password change. Okay, on which OU? Okay, I'm going to give on the marketing OU for Assistant 2. Okay, next, reset user passwords and force password change at next log on. Next, finish. Now we are going to view the delegation permission for each assistant. If I want to see the permissions so I can add or edit or even delete remove the permissions. Under the marketing OU, right click, properties, under the security tab, okay, we'll click on advanced to see all permissions. Okay. We can check that assistant 1 has the create, delete group objects, and assistant 2 has special permission. Okay, he can reset password. Okay. To test these permissions, I'm going to log off, but first, since I want to log in to this domain controller as an assistant 1, and assistant 1 is not a member of administrators group, I want to allow him to log in to a domain controller. So I will add him on the group policy object. I will change the domain controller's policies. Okay, right click and add it. I will change the policy to allow the login. Security policy, local policy on the user assignment, user rights assignment. I want to allow log on locally on this domain controllers for assistant 1 and assistant 2 also. This is for testing purposes. Assistant. Now the users assistant 1 and assistant 2 can log on locally on this domain controller. GP update to update the policies. We will log in as assistant 1. Okay, assistant 1 now can log into the computer after adding his username to the policy. If we start the Active Directory users and computers, okay. As we remember, we gave Assistant 1 the ability to create, delete, and manage user accounts on the Finance OU. So on the Finance OU, I click on the Finance OU. Right click in new. I have the ability to only create new users. Okay, X for example. X. Okay. I'm able to create a user. Also, I'm able to delete the user and change his attributes. Okay. At the marketing OU, I can create, delete, and manage groups on the marketing OU. So let's test it at the marketing OU. Right click in new. I have the ability to create only groups. I will try to create another group, for example, accounting. Okay, so we have the accounting group created by assistant 1. I have only these options set by the administrator. Okay, log off. I'm going to create or log in using assistant 2 user. Assistant 2 has the permission to reset user password and force password change at next logon only. Okay, go to the Active Directory. At the Finance OU, I cannot do anything, not even create a user or computer. At the Marketing OU, also I cannot create anything new. I can only reset the password and change the password. Go to account. I can force the user to change his password at next logon. This is only permission that an administrator assigned to the Assistant 2 user.